It was 2018. I was experiencing the worst writer's block I'd ever felt. It was like my creative well had dried up and I was desperate. So I bought a plane ticket to England because I'd always figured if I ever got good and stuck, literarily speaking, I could go on a writer's pilgrimage, all the bookish landmarks, see if any of the greats had left a little spark of inspiration for someone like me. So I went to Stratford-on-Avon, where Bill lived, the Bronte Parsonage Museum, adorable. I had a pint at the Eagle and Child, Tolkien and Lewis's old spot. But even in all those places, I still had this creative blockage. Nothing was moving, and I started to really worry. Would I never feel that spark again? On my last day of the trip, I went to Jane Austen's house. It's this cute little red brick number in Hampshire, and as I was walking through the house with the tour group, I started having this feeling that something was going to happen. And then, that's when I saw it. Jane Austen's writing desk. This itty-bitty little desk. Jane wrote 6 novels on that tiny desk. I was transfixed. When the tour group moved on, I stayed behind because I knew that this was it. The air was literally pulsating with creative energy, and that my lightning bolt was about to strike. And that's when I saw it. Under the desk, this floorboard was kind of poking up. So I got down, I ripped the floorboard up, because the sign said don't touch the table. It didn't say anything about the floor. And what do I find in there but an original, unpublished, undiscovered manuscript by Jane Austen? It was the most surreal, exciting moment of my life. I just sat there staring at it in my hands. Till I had the tour group come back, I put the floorboard back, put the manuscript in my bag, read it on the plane ride home, loved it. And that's when I knew this was the creative project the universe had been pointing me toward. A genuine Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice sequel, not about Lizzie, but about her best friend, Charlotte Collins, adapted for the stage. Under the floorboards, really?
Crossing camera.
Just doesn't seem like something Jane would do. Hello, my name is Charlotte Collins. I am from Hunsford, Kent. You may know me as the fictional character from Pride and Prejudice. But if you don't remember me, that's fine. I was a fairly minor supporting character, one of many. Any one of whom Miss Austen might have written about. That wasn't me. And that's about it. Did you want me to say anything more? I'd always thought that Charlotte had all the makings of a romantic leading lady, and after reading the ending that Jane had written for her, I knew it would make an incredible story for the stage. Come on, look at her. How do I feel about being the protagonist of my own story? Not favorably, if I'm being honest. I don't see much of a point, really. Mr. Collins and I are married, as written, and we live a peaceful and uneventful life. So what's there to tell? Show me the person who'd pay money to see that. I know I wouldn't. Jane obviously felt that Charlotte's story was not over after Pride and Prejudice, and she wanted to shove Charlotte into the spotlight. What do I expect from the experience? Haven't the foggiest. I wasn't written to be a protagonist, and that's fine, really. Preferable, even. Sometimes when people hear Jane Austen, they think it's boring, there's no action. Not so. In this play, you still get all the pretty language and the romance, but I also infused it up with all these highly active, theatrical moments until I'm practically, dragging Charlotte through a 2-hour obstacle course. I'm just stripping her down to her barest, most human essentials. Please don't. All I had to do was take Jane's unpublished vision and dramatize it for the stage. So now Charlotte gets her own glorious, cathartic, humiliating, deeply personal, and potentially life-altering romantic transformation in front of a live audience.
No, I'm sorry, but you've all worked very hard, but I will not be participating. My story is done, the ink is dried, there's nothing more to tell because everything is fine. Nothing else needs to change because everything is perfectly fine.
The world is about to see a Charlotte Collins who breaks all the rules. Oh no, they're not!
To the fine caretakers of the Jane Austen's House Museum, please do not concern yourself over the state of your floorboards. Everything you just heard is fictitious twaddle. The floors beneath Jane's writing desk remain whole and preserved thanks to your excellent efforts. Thank you for your ongoing devotion to the preservation of important literary landmarks. Warmest regards, the producers of this nonsense.